I've come to the end of my rope, so I'm actually going to take... Is that cheesy? Hi guys, welcome back. We've got another Paracord tutorial for you today. A fun holiday themed one with Christmas coming up. You see I've got some fun holiday Christmas themed Paracord that we're going to use. It's going to involve a monkey fist jig, so you'll want to have one of those. You can make it on your hand, but with the size of one that we're making today, it's going to be a little bit harder. So for the core of our monkey fist, you'll need either like a bead, or you can also use a ping pong ball. On this jig, it actually shows how many passes you'd need to do with a ping pong ball. And this bead is approximately the same size. For tools, we've got a fid. It's not absolutely necessary, but it is going to speed up the process a little bit. And then just the usual scissors and lighter. Let's dive in. Alright, so I've got about 15 feet of paracord here that I cut. Starting off, just lay your paracord across the top, and we're going to do our 8 passes. I kind of turn it as I go, otherwise if you just wrap it around you're going to twist it. So I kind of do a half turn each time, and that'll make tightening it up easier. 8. We'll stop at the same corner that we started on. At this point, if you want to, you can stick your core in, but it might slide around a little bit until you get things more covered. After you finish that up, instead of going across, you're going to go down through the middle. And then around and up through this side. Pull your cord through. Now that it's across my tail end, I can let go of that. I should mention too that on the jig that we're linking to in the description, you want it on the outermost setting for the biggest monkey fist, so that everything will fit on. And then you can fit your 8 passes wide. And we're going to stop now at the opposite the corner that we started on before. So now we're going to want to put our fit on. And now I'll kind of change the angle a bit here. We're going to be going through. And after that, we're wrapping around this way. So we'll be coming back on this side. We'll be winding our way down. At this point you might find it easiest to flip your jig upside down or rotate this. I'm going to keep it the same way so you guys don't get lost, but then you can have gravity working for you. So now you can take it off, and it should all hold together. Set that aside. So without letting all these cords get jumbled together, we're going to start at the end we don't have the fit on and just pull most of our slack through. You want to keep a little tail end just so that you don't mess anything up. But then just pull through side to side and do that through the entire monkey fist until all of your slack comes out on this. You'll probably have to go through and tighten it down about twice. Alright, so when you're satisfied with how tightened down your monkey fist is, you can go ahead and clip the ends. I'll do that now. Alright, so now we're going to put just a little piece on top that'll look like the little metal part on a Christmas ornament. So we'll take some goldenrod color cord, and it doesn't have to be very much. I'm going to take about a foot and cut 2 lengths of that, so about here, and put that much again. So with the first piece, find the side that you want to be the top, and just run it under the middle 4, we'll say. about halfway. You can take that fit off. Then move on to your next one. With your other cord, just find the middle and bring it underneath that other goldenrod cord. There we go. So now we're going to be making a kind of a 4-strand diamond knot. So with your 2 cords across from each other, it doesn't matter which pair you start with, but find 2 that are across from each other and just do loops on either side. And then on this one, it's going to go over the first, underneath the second. And this one is going to go over the first, underneath the second. So if you were to tighten that all the way down, it would look like those plastic lacing keychains that you've seen, probably. But we're going to take it a step farther, and with each cord, wherever it comes out, you're going to go past the next upright and then stick it back in to come out the middle. So this one goes around there, up through the middle. This one goes around the next one and up through the middle. The last one past there and up. And then you just kind of have to gradually tighten the cords down one by one. Or all together like I'm doing. Should listen to my own advice. Yeah, so then we just tug on the cords one by one until it's tightened down and looking pretty even, like that. And then you're going to want to keep 2 of these cords. So find 2 maybe that are opposite each other, and then cut these other 2. Again, just pretty close to your knot. And then on the top, I'm just going to tie a snake knot or 2. So if you haven't seen that before, take 1 cord, loop it around the back like this, and the other cord goes behind that tail and then over the front and through the loop. Just leave a good 2-3 inch loop on there, and then snake knots work best if you have 2 of them in a row. There's just one more right on top of there. Cinch it down against the first one and clip your ends on that. And there we go. This is a paracord ornament. Like we showed at the beginning, you can also use tinsel paracord. Looks really nice with the gold in there. And just use a bead for the top. Would be another option if you don't want to do the knot. I know a lot of families that added 1 ornament to their tree each year, so this is a good way to add something that's special to your family to the tree if paracord crafting is a big part of your family. Or you can give them as a gift. They would make a great name tag on the side of a wrapped present. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's tutorial. If you want to make this for yourself, all the supplies can be found in the description. If you like this, please hit the like button and subscribe. Otherwise, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.